Hi guys, welcome to another How Schmidt Draws video tutorial. Today I would like to talk about expressions, and you can see here my neutral face from which I want to carry on, and I thought I'd start with a happy expression. So this is the most basic, and you have the corners of the mouth going up and sort of lifting the cheeks, and with those the lower eyelids, the upper eyelids curve up a bit as well, and so do the eyebrows in comparison to the neutral position. And from here, I wanted to take it a bit further because there's tons of happy expressions. So how far can we push this, and how many variations? So from here, I wanted to go to gleeful, and the gleeful expression is similar to happy, just more extreme. And it's a very open expression. Everything's like exploding from the middle of the face outward. So the open mouth, again, pushes up the cheeks, but just even higher. And they're a bit more slanted than when they were with a happy one. They sort of get a bit more slitted. And but the eyes get a bit smaller because they're sort of, more slitted. They're still curved a bit more than the neutral position, but this curved happy eyes. Also the eyebrows are a bit more curved, and depending on your facial knowledge of the muscles, I really, even if you know it really well, I would recommend a mirror. I always have a mirror on my desk, just sort of to see what's going on in my face. And not every style goes into detail like this, but here I even had like the mouth being so wide, having it flared the nostrils, sort of, because I saw that was what happened when I smiled like that. And so the next one I wanted to take this to was, with happy expressions, I very often close my eyes. So here we go from gleeful to super happy. I think it's a very content expression. And I again changed the eyebrows. There's tons of happy eyebrow positions. They're just all sort of bent upwards. And I would see how far can you push an expression, because this one is like a very big grin, and it's more extreme than you would normally grin. But I really like pushing it very high and seeing how far you can push a grin, and how does the rest react to it. So from here I wanted to go to a laughing pose, and for that I would like to remind you of that teeth are round. I sort of sometimes you see sort of them being like blocked in like with a line. I really think it helps. Not every style needs this perspective, but usually if there's this like semi-realism in there, remember the perspective of the teeth, and also that when you like open the mouth, then you can sort of look down on the bottom teeth, and the more the jaw's open, the more you look down on the teeth. And from laughing, it's not such a big step to laughing hard. And just by sort of changing the way the eyebrows curve, like the other way, you can make the expression even more interesting. Sort of, this is a very simple change, but here it changes from being simply amusement to something which is nearly painful. So play around with your expressions. There's always sort of ambivalent signals you can mix in to give it a bit more layers. From here it's not very far to sort of laughing desperately, sort of just added the tears, and that sort of gives it again a different impression. And from here it's not very far to devastation. So I scrunched up the eyebrows a bit more and turned the mouth down, added the gooey nose and the tears, and sort of again checked the mirror for what my mouth does, sort of like pulling the bottom part up again for like a choking gasp of sadness. And last I sort of thought I'd go back to the neutral pose and give you a sad, worried look, which is so super simple. Just changing the eyebrows and then checking what do these eyebrows do. They push down on the upper eyelid, so you add a little line on top of the eyelids, and you already have a sad, worried look from a completely neutral face. Yeah, so this is I've covered only these expressions. The next time I will go to bored and angry and the rest of the spectrum. I mean, I can't do all the expressions because there's millions of them, but I would like to also go more into the mixed expressions where you sort of, you can't tell whether it is happy or sad. But yeah, what kind of remixes of your face you can do. I really recommend trying to sort of have your face neutral and playing around with just the elements. And that's what Photoshop really is good for, because you can sort of have your stuff on layers and then just sort of add different eyebrows to it and see how the expression changes. I hope this was helpful. See you next time. Bye bye. Thanks for patroning me.